now. Okay. All right. Get out.
She's my baby.
I'm trying to film something. You're very cute though. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm not back, but like I filmed this and it's going out, so I'm back right now. Hi, how are you? Life has been a little crazy. For those of you who have been following what's been going on, I do have an update. My grandmother passed away about a month and some change ago, so you know, life has just been a little upside down. But you know, I still want to talk to people who stutter and stutterers because we share an experience. My glasses are so dirty. Because we share an experience, and you know, there are things that I do that help me or that I've figured out for myself that may help you guys too. So here I am to share a little bit of that. What I want to talk about today is speaking in or going into social activities where you have to speak. One of the first things I do, and I know you hear this from everyone, but really it's just to breathe. And I'm not saying breathe for fluency, but I'm saying breathe to just ground yourself. So sometimes I just have to, okay, who am I? Where am I? Who are these people? Do they really mean that much? And I just have to calm myself down before I go into any sort of speaking situation. Don't try to impress anyone, which is difficult because it's what we all try to do. That's, you know, we all speak pretty much in order to change someone's opinion or, you know, like give clues as to who we are in order to be in a more favorable light. My number 2 thing is to just don't try to impress. Just be, which is so much easier said than done, but on my road to self-acceptance with stuttering and whatnot, making sure that I'm not trying to impress someone with my speech is definitely like tops on there. So here are a bit more concrete things that you guys can do, and these are also things that I do all the time. Disclose that you stutter. Whenever I start a conversation with someone, I always say, by the way, just so you know, I stutter. It's to, you know, let them know what they're seeing and or experiencing when talking with me so that they're more focused on what I'm saying and not how I'm saying it. And also it just helps me like knowing that, okay, I told them and they're more so now focusing on what I'm saying and not how I'm saying it, and they're not, you know, sitting there like, is she about to sneeze? Is she having a stroke? Is she having a heart attack? Is she just having like a really hard moment? Does she just not know what she's saying? You know, and so it kind of just puts you both on the same playing field. Disclosing that you stutter is also called advertising, so some of you may know it as that term. I don't know if you guys can hear, there's a parrot in the background. My neighbors have a parrot that sings all day. The next thing that helps me out in social situations, especially around the holidays, is I have one-on-one conversations. Like one thing I know about myself as someone who stutters is I do not do well in group conversations. I can listen very well, but if I'm trying to like interject points in and there's people trying to talk at the same time and they're oh, what about this and what about this, and I'm like it doesn't work. Just doesn't work for me. And so I just choose to not try to make my points when I'm in groups, especially because people just aren't very aware that there are people who stutter, and they're not very aware that, you know, taking your time while talking is necessary for us. And you know, we just live in a very impatient world, and it's just kind of the world that we have. On top of that, it just makes it easier for me to get my point across one person at a time. That way I'm not looking in this direction and that direction and this direction and that direction. Like it just keeps things very copacetic. I don't even know if that word works. Does it work?
Copacetic is an informal term. It means in excellent order.
It's copacetic. Copacetic. The third thing that helps me a whole lot is to ask questions. One thing that I do know is that people love talking about themselves. And if you start someone out by asking them a question, ask a follow-up question, ask a follow-up question, another follow-up. Not only do they think you're very interested in who they are, they also, feel good because they get to talk about themselves, and it becomes a very pleasant experience for them. And for me, hearing people talk, because I am a writer, it helps me to learn about people. It gives me perspectives that I just did not know about prior. And if I'm not in the mood to talk, it keeps them talking. And so it makes me a good conversationalist also. Because conversations do end up being a two-way street, it's a highway up and then a highway back. Something that makes it really easy for me to jump into something about myself is, hold on, I keep a picture of Dewey right here. Why? Because people love dogs. People love dogs. People can talk about dogs all day. People have them. They're like, oh my God, animals. Oh, let's talk about animals. So that's a great conversation starter for me personally, because I can talk about Dewey all day. Second one is, before responding to a question, I always wait like 3 seconds, just so I can calm myself down, and also so I don't feel an immediate need to respond. It's sort of a way of taking back my control of the conversation. So let's say someone says, Jacqueline, what was it like to climb Mount Fiji? And I'd go, I never climbed Mount Fiji. But you see that 3-second pause? It just gives me the time that I need before starting and letting them know that they got the wrong person. You feel me? The final thing that I do when someone wants to have a conversation that I feel overwhelmed with, or that I'm not in the right mental place to just have a long conversation, what I really try to do is I remember that this is one conversation on one block, on one street, in one neighborhood, in one city, in one town, in one state, in one country, and there's a million other conversations going on at the same time. And that it's really not as big a deal as I'm making it. I know that me personally, as someone who stutters, I tend to exaggerate how bad talking can be and how bad my speech can be. And I tend to magnify things to a bigger place when they don't always have to be that. And so I'm working on that every day. I hope you guys are too. And I am gonna sign off. This is my first video in a while, and life experience has definitely changed you, and I hope that I can bring a little bit of that knowledge to you guys. And I hope everything that I learn helps y'all. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm filming, mommy. Thank you, though. Oh, one last thing. Say positive things in your head to yourself all the time. I do this all the time. I'm like, Jacqueline, you're the shit. Jacqueline, that pink top you're wearing sits perfectly on your neckline. Look at you. Look at that bandana wrapping around your head. Oh, look at your locks. You just washed them and they just kind of flowing. Hey, you just have to pick the stupidest things or the smallest things and just gas yourself up. I gas myself up all day because I literally have to. If I don't gas myself up, who else will? Gas yourselves up. Let me know how you guys gas yourselves up. Comment to me you gassing yourself up, and I'm gonna gas myself up underneath here. Comment too. So you guys have a lovely day. Stutter beautifully. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back. I will. Okay. Love you. Bye. Mwah.